Broadcasting live from an Airstream somewhere in Tornado Alley, bringing you the people, places, and stories from the Panhandle to the Red River. This is your Only in Oklahoma show.
And welcome to the show. Today we've got our heads in the clouds at the Phoenix Rising Cabin in Broken Bow. And later on in the show, a legend from one of the smallest towns in Oklahoma. I'm Brett.
And I am Harley.
For someone that admittedly, if you said to me, Brett, where would you rank pizza on your list of favorite foods?
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't crack the top 10.
I can see that.
But seemingly, I'm either pregnant or sleep deprived. I think I'm sleep deprived because I've had pizza once a week. Not only here, there, but it seems like everywhere.
We have been to Ben & J's and Chickasha a few times here recently.
You gave me an option tonight, and I went with pizza again. Maybe it's because the service is good. Service is good. Pizza's always good, but
maybe it's because we have our own table, our own.
We do have our own table.
Our assigned seats.
We do have an assigned. It's crazy. I thought
it needs a plaque. I'm sorry.
Well, I feel like we should be much older, having our own table to sit at, like at least 20 years older than we are now.
Or we need to be more connected, like mob-wise.
True. The two-man mob. You look at us, we're zero. There's zero threat that we're going to racketeer anything. The only thing we're going to funnel is beer. It won't be money. But yeah, we've got our own table at Ben & J's and Chickasha's. I say Ben & J's and Chickasha's because it rolls off the tongue.
I think when they answer the phone, it's Ben & J's by the leg lamp.
That's true. They've got their own. They have their own lingo down there.
They are kind of turning into like this kind of tight-knit community of restaurants, really. Yeah. It's primarily the restaurants down there. But yeah, if you're in Chickasha and you want some pizza, Ben & J's, tell them that you want to sit in the at the OnlyinOK table.
Get your picture taken where we sit, where legends have fallen to many a pizza. But if you're looking for a place to rest your head, honestly, can't think of a cooler place than the Rising Phoenix Cabin.
The Phoenix Rising Cabin.
Phoenix Rising. I feel like a rising phoenix every morning.
This thing basically sits in the clouds, and you have a full 360-degree panoramic mountain
picturesque
lake view. Dude, you know, we oftentimes talk about enjoying the journey.
Yes.
Or, we talk about things to do destination-wise.
Yeah.
Dude, this is a destination event.
Yeah.
That you can sleep at.
You can sleep at, and it's one of those places that you're not going to forget for a very long time. Another thing that we mention often is Oklahoma has a very diverse geographical landscape. I can't think of a better way to see Broken Bow than in the Phoenix Rising
From the
Cabin.
top of a mountain?
From the top of a mountain.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a mountain. Okay.
Talking seriously awe-inspiring views of the Kiamichi Range, the Wichita National Forest, and Broken Bow Lake are all visible from this cabin.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if a picture's worth 1,000 words, there's 1,000,000 right here. For real.
Yeah.
It's insane.
So, the rating on VRBO for this cabin, 9.8 out of 10, with like a bajillion reviews.
That's rock solid.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, that's as close to being perfect as it gets. I don't think there's a such thing as a perfect 10.
This is something I think you really have to view in person.
Yeah.
But they have decks that wrap all the way around. Yeah. 3-story high cabin with decks that wrap around all of it. Basically, though, the cabin is a fire tower inspired cabin.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, when you look at it, you don't think about that, but when you say that it's inspired by, you look at it and go, okay, now it makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
It is fully off-grid. It produces its own power. It's got water from its own well and produces its own hot water. It has large picture windows on every wall.
That's like a condo, like a high-rise condo in the mountains, but not a condo, a cabin, a con cabin,
a con cabin,
cabando. It's like a cabana, but a condo cabin. Go ahead. Sorry.
So the full kitchen,
yeah,
kitchen and dining area for seating for 5, but it's full kitchen, fully equipped, everything you need. Just bring your food and get you cooking.
Yeah, This is another one of those situations where I'd be afraid to be a sleepwalker and fall over the side and be Kayamichi killed.
It looks safe.
I could find a way.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I personally almost walked off a cliff at Robber's Cave.
Yeah, you told me this story a million times, and I still get a little... yeah.
Yeah, I'm still thinking that Robber's Cave needs to put in a guardrail at those cliffs right behind the cabins.
Well, not everybody talks on the phone at night when they're walking or tries to find a signal, whatever you were trying to do.
Yeah, I was trying to find a signal, but anyway. So the master bedroom's on the 3rd floor. It has a king-size bed and 2 twin beds that you can basically sit at the windows and see the Gulf of Mexico from from the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
The bathroom, straight out of a 5-star hotel. I mean, it has views from the bathroom.
Now we're talking.
Like, you could take a shower and look at the mountains.
I was thinking of a shower and look at the mountains are a very majestic number 2.
like an eagle.
Like, and it just... Yeah, right.
It's also got a half bath for your guests or the other people in your party. The cabin is pet friendly. It has Wi-Fi. It's got a barbecue grill.
Listen, it's got to have the strongest Wi-Fi signal within a 500-mile radius.
So it does, actually. It's pretty cool. They have AT&T internet.
Okay.
There's a tower there.
Oh.
That's like
the height of the
right.
The tower.
It's there specifically because of the height of the mountain.
Oh my gosh!
So they have AT&T signal, which is strong. They do say though, Verizon and AT&T work great. Sprint and T-Mobile are a little spotty.
Oh, I'm 100% sure that T-Mobile's a little spotty. I could do a whole episode on how spotty T-Mobile is.
But, and I see this as a benefit, but some people may not.
What?
There are no TVs.
I'm all right with that.
There's no cable. You have to bring your own entertainment.
What? No.
Yes.
I don't care. I don't need a TV. How often, though, honestly, when you're at a cabin, okay, I'm guilty of watching a little television at night to wind down, but I'm not there to do that. I'm there to explore. You've got 360-degree picture windows. What more could you possibly ask for?
Well, I mean, you could ask for a fire pit. They do have that. Okay. You could ask for lake access. They do have that. Things to do in and around the area, though. Golf. There's water park. There's bird watching. There's casinos. There's cycling. There's eco tours.
Yeah.
Fishing, hiking, horseback riding, hunting, jet skiing, kayaking, boating, mountain climbing, parasailing, rafting, sailing, scuba diving, spelunking, swimming, winery tours.
We couldn't have done it better if we got the Micro Machines guy to say all that. That was pretty good. You did it. For the record, that was one take. There was not
no hiccups
or anything. You know, you mentioned casinos and all of that. Sorry, maybe my gambling addiction just fixates on it. But if you have never been to a Choctaw casino, dude, am I wrong?
No, they're nice.
They're everywhere down there. A hell of a nice little getaway in the evening. Do yourself a favor, and coming soon, they're going to have Choctaw Landing. Badass. They've got the freaking... I mean, seriously, you're in Choctaw country. Go enjoy Choctaw amenities.
For sure. As far as getting to the cabin, though.
I don't want... You're looking at me like I'm probably going to be out on this.
Well, no, you've got the equipment to do this. So they suggest a small, medium, or large SUV.
Oh, my gosh.
Or a truck, or a crossover.
Oh my God.
They strongly advise against you trying to get there in a minivan, a sedan, or a coupe.
Would my Nissan Rogue all-wheel drive be sufficient?
Yes, but the roads have like a 12% grade.
No, I'm done. I can't. I will watch patiently from the ground. I can't. Going up Mount Scott is almost too much. A 12% grade?
Yeah, 12%. It's up a mountain.
I get it, but dude, buyer beware.
I'm just saying.
I'm already starting to feel the anxiety. We talk about water, I cringe up a little. You talk about heights, I kind of start to tighten up a little bit. It's a beautiful cabin.
It really is.
But the fact that you named off 5 different modes of transportation and 3 of them I can't use.
Yes.
That are common modes of transportation makes me kind of go, do we have a sits like the Phoenix?
They do have, if you check out their listing on VRBO, they do actually offer a service to get you there.
Now we're talking. Like a ski lift?
No, they'll actually take you up the mountain, or they have arranged with somebody who will drive you and your party up the mountain to the cabin, drop you off.
But here's the thing. You know what that reminds me of? It's the same thing they did with the Torrance family when they took them to the Overlook Hotel. They drove them up the mountain in the snowmobile, the big snowmobile, and then Jack loses his mind. No, I can already see. What happens if you get stuck up there and they can't come get you? No, I'm in love with the concept.
Dude, the views are ridiculous.
If you survive.
I'm sorry, but I think I cannot imagine a better experience waking up, walking out onto my balcony with my cup of coffee, and the clouds being lower than me.
You're like going, boop. You can boop a cloud?
Dude, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. It's the journey up and the journey down is where I'd be a little skittish.
Well, I will include a link in the show notes with all of the details. If you're looking for a unique stay in Southeast Oklahoma, check this place out.
Well, coming up after the break, a 20-time All-Star athlete that was born in one of the smallest towns in Oklahoma. Could he be a Yankee?
I'm Raven Rollins, and this is my Southern True Crime podcast where I discuss cases from my former hometown. Ada, Oklahoma paints itself as an average community, but its history of murder and corruption runs deeper than any story has ever told. You'll hear plenty of special guests, including authors and experts in their fields, who visit with me on each episode, as well as other cases in the southern states. With notorious and unknown cases alike, every victim sees the light on my show. This is Sirens, a true crime podcast.
So, Brett, one of the greatest players of all time is from right here in Oklahoma.
Yes.
No matter who you are, I'm saying this, I'm throwing this out there. No matter who you are, you have probably heard the name Mickey Mantle.
You don't even have to be a baseball fan. If you've never heard the name Mickey Mantle, you're being conceived. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, my kids have heard the name Mickey Mantle.
I think no matter who you are, if you haven't heard it, I think there's child abuse involved.
Probably, and it involves a baseball bat that probably says Mickey Mantle.
So, Mickey Mantle was born in Spavinaw, Oklahoma in 1931, and then his family moved to Commerce, Oklahoma, where he lived for most of his childhood. He's definitely one of the most famous people from Oklahoma.
There's not a question about it. He's one of many Hall of Famers, but he's got to be top. I don't know. I might look it up and someone can fact check me. He's got to be top 5 Oklahoma of all time. Easy.
Yeah, I would imagine there's got to be a list with him listed in the top 5. He was scouted while he was in high school. Mickey Mantle joined the majors at the age of 19.
Wow.
He was a professional player for the New York Yankees. He played 18 seasons in the MLB, considered to be one of the greatest switch hitters of all time. He hit 536 home runs, and you can guarantee the dude was not juiced.
Oh, no. No, not at all back then. It was just brute strength.
Absolutely. He helped the Yankees win 7 World Series, and he was inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1974.
And even in death makes one of the best steaks around.
We will get to that. Did you know he was named after a Detroit Tigers catcher?
Really?
Mickey Cochran.
Wow, that's tall cotton.
His dad named him after Mickey Cochran and then trained him to be a switch hitter.
Only for him to wear the wrong stripes. He's wearing the Yankee stripes instead of the Tiger stripes.
So, basically, after he retired from baseball in 1969, he became a restaurateur and a television commentator.
Cool. I mean, the guy had it all. He did it all.
He did. He also ran into some problems later on in life. He entered the Betty Ford Clinic in 1994 and was diagnosed with cirrhosis, hepatitis, and cancer of the liver.
Wow.
There's a great quote from him. He said, "If I knew I was going to live this long, I'd taken better care of myself."
Absolutely. Yeah, no joke.
He died shortly thereafter, though, a heart attack the same year, at the age of 63 in Dallas, Texas.
One of the most legendary Oklahomans, not Brad Pitt. I get tired of people saying Brad Pitt. He lived here for 5 minutes, okay? He's no Mickey Mantle.
He definitely is no Mickey Mantle. If you want to relive some Mickey Mantle history,
yeah,
Spavinaw, Oklahoma, a tiny town population, a little over 400. It's located in the northeastern part of the state near Grand Lake. Dude, it's very scenic. There's tons to do. You can still see the house where Mickey Mantle grew up in Commerce. It's a small home with a front porch where Mickey and his dad would throw baseballs in the yard. It's on historic Route 66. There's a huge statue of Mickey Mantle and other attractions in the area.
If I'm Spavinaw, though, I'm padding the numbers. We've got 536 right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
it's
I hear
Mickey Mantletown, USA. You've got probably the most famous person in the history of your town, barring any bandits or outlaws. 536. That's what I would have done. But
And we've talked about a few places to have steak, but to have steak with the nostalgia of Mickey Mantle.
Yeah.
Mickey Mantle's Steakhouse in Bricktown. It's a great place to eat.
You've been there a few times, haven't you?
I've been there a few times. There's a ton of memorabilia there, and it's a really great atmosphere. Steps away from the baseball field and right there in the heart of Bricktown.
Well, if you're looking, seriously, you definitely need to check out Mickey Mantle Steakhouse. Do some research on your famous Oklahomans. There's a bunch of them. There's a lot of legends out there.
There absolutely are. There are a lot of great Oklahomans with a lot of really cool quotes under their belt. That one's one that kills me. Basically, everything Will Rogers ever said kills me.
Was quotable, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think maybe in the future we can do some more segments like this.
If you guys like it, we'll do more.
And we'll tell you how to give us all that information coming up a little later in the show.
Absolutely. And we have some feedback from some of our previous work.
Oh, gosh. Let me guess.
I'm not going to bring... No.
Okay.
Danny Leonard 5664.
Okay.
On YouTube.
Oddly specific.
That's his handle on YouTube.
Hi, Danny Leonard 5664.
He was referencing the Griffin Memorial video that you did.
Yeah.
He said, great video. I've wanted to get out there forever, but never have. I've seen a closed Stone Lion Inn in Guthrie. Officiated my sister's wedding in a Masonic temple, also in Guthrie.
Dude.
People think something different when I say I married my sister, so I figured I'd clarify that. He says the 10th floor of the Skirvin is beautiful, and the purple church hasn't been more than a purple wall for a while, but it's been a long time since something set my spidey senses tingling. Thanks for bringing back some nice memories.
When we were young, and I think Danny will be able to attest to this, hell, you and I we're all the same age. We got to be. Everybody talked about the purple church. Everybody talked about going out there.
Yeah.
Legends about going out there. And again, I've said it before. I'm not a believer. I'm not 100% skeptic. But man, that stuff just gives you the willies, man. It crawls in your head. It makes you nostalgic. It just does something to your brain chemistry. I'd like to do more stuff like that. I think we will.
I agree. It's a fun video.
Yeah.
Check it out. Now, our buddy JW Racing 77 did pop up again.
Boy. Here he is, back again.
He was referencing the video for the ice crematory in Norman. He says,
and I quote,
so Brett can add it to his wall.
The dossier is growing. I'm going to have to get it. I'm running out of room. My first it's going to be dossier number 2.
We're going to have to get a file cabinet in here.
Yeah.
So his comment is, what a nice place to visit. And my sis lives there. Cool.
You son of a bitch. And I mean that with the utmost respect, JW. So we know that he has connections in Broken Arrow, right?
Yes.
We've established that.
Tulsa.
And he has a sister from Norman. This isn't my ex-bro. Can't be. It can't be. It feels like it might be. We'll do what they do. If you want to send us some feedback, let us know where we're missing, what we need to hit on. Email us at theonlyinOKShow@gmail.com. Well, speaking of events, we've got some stuff coming up here in the next few weeks. Muskogee Nation Festival, also known as a powwow for you out there playing along at home. June 20th through the 23rd at the Claude Complex, or Claude Cox Omniplex in Okmulgee, Oklahoma. Thousands of people come to the Muskogee. It's a big deal. I've seen video.
It is one of the largest and longest running festivals in Okmulgee County.
It's massive. People come from everywhere to come to this thing. So if you're in the Okmulgee area, definitely want to check out the Muskogee Nation Festival. Tons of food, parades. Do the deal. creekfestival.com. And if you want to find us, it's simple. Hit us up. Find us on the email. We're on TikTok. We're on Facebook. We're in your face. We're everywhere. New episodes every week. I'm Brett.
And I'm Harley, and we're out of here.
Peace. And 3, 2, 1. And welcome to the show. Today we're talking... Today. I did the today thing again. Today is back. I feel like a today what? 3, 2, 1. And welcome to the show. Today we're... God dang it. 3, 2, 1.